Hi there, Z here, and sorry for not coming out with a video sooner. Sorry, this is what you guys are going to have to get. It's going to be a commentary because things are kind of happening in my life, and they're happening hard and they're happening fast. And if you need to know what they are, I'll tell you what they are. A, my dog's anus broke. Something had to do with some sort of glands. Like anal glands, and they got out, and they popped or something. I don't fucking know. All I know is I gotta wipe ointment on his butt, and he has to take medication. So that's kind of been an issue right there. And then the second thing is, I was halfway through editing my video game review that I was going to be putting out, and then my computer froze up, and I had to like force close it, and then when I popped it back up, corrupted file. What a wonderful time to have a decade-old computer. I know at some point I'm going to have to upgrade it, but right now I would like to pay off a few things before I get to that point. But anyways, that's not the main reason why I made this video. As you guys know, I don't just make videos just to hear myself talk. Well, a little bit I do. I do that just a little bit here. But there has been something that's on my mind that I wanted to talk about. Excuse me. There's been one thing that I have been wanting to know. And this is going to be something that I'm telling you guys just to get it off my chest and to see what your guys' opinion is, because that's the whole point of any commentary video, right? If I wanted to talk about anything, I would make a video, a 2-hour video about what I ate for breakfast, okay? If I really wanted to just hear myself talk, but this one has a point. So very recently, I saw a movie. A very popular movie that recently came out. A little movie called Avengers Endgame. Yeah, you might know about it. And no, this is not my way of saying like, hey, I'm going to capitalize on the entire fucking internet talking about this movie. It's a little bit of that, but believe me, I'm going to a certain point here, so stay with me. And don't worry, I'm not going to be giving away any spoilers. I saw the movie, and if you would like to know what I thought about it in a more spoiler-filled video, go ahead and tell me. I'm not going to really waste my time on an opinion that nobody wants to hear about anyways. So if you want to see it, then make sure to leave a comment or whatever. But the main point is, I watched it, and it was an okay movie. If you want to know if you want to know my opinion, it was okay. It was a fine movie. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. I'd have to take 3 points away for 3 separate things. Again, not going to spoil anything. It had some like discrepancies with tone. It would be like, I know Avengers movies are supposed to be known for like serious drama and then cutting it with a joke. This did it so much more than any other Avengers movie or any other Marvel movie. And I have watched every single Marvel movie except one, and I'll tell you in just a bit. But the tone was just literally like a half an hour straight of people being sad about something, which I liked. The sad parts were good. And then they would cut it with a pop culture reference. It's like, oh, if this was a badly set up cocaine, somebody would cut it with like 90% of flour. That 90% was the drama, and then that one cut of humor would have been that 10% of actual cocaine, and it's like, why did you do this? Either give me flour so I can make some fucking cake, or give me some cocaine so I can party. Give me one of those two. And I understand that that's their formula, but at the same time, everyone's dead. Just keep it serious. Keep it serious, hit a point, and then start goofing around, okay? You can't just be serious and dramatic and then boom, on a dime, say something silly and go back to drama because it's jarring. That was one point off. It just happened too often. I had to take a point off for that. Second point was the length. The length, 3 hours and 5 minutes, was, my legs were petrifying. I could barely stand up afterwards. It was awful because 20 to 40 minutes of that, I will strongly say, was filler. That's what it was. A lot of that shit was filler. There was some scenes that are just like, okay, I don't see what the point of this scene was in conjunction to what you guys are supposed to be feeling. Like, okay, you're sad. We've already established that you're sad. That's why Infinity Wars was way better than Endgame, in my opinion. Like, Endgame was a fantastic, let's end this right here, right now, on a fantastic movie. That's what this one was. But as an overall movie, Infinity Wars was way better. It was quick. It was to the point. Every scene had a reason behind it. Everything about it was just so much better. Not digging on Endgames. Go watch it. I want it to fucking beat Avatar because I can't stand Avatar as a movie. It's Pocahontas in space. You've heard that joke 1,000 times, and it's never going to not be funny because it's totally true. That's 100% it. But the length was just too much. It was just too much for me. There was parts where it's just like, that didn't need to be there. That didn't need to be there. There was things that you didn't really need in there overall. Third thing, Captain Marvel. third point. Yes, I know that she was only in there for 15 fucking minutes. I understand that. I get it. Guess what? That's the one movie. That's the one Marvel movie I did not see because I can't stand the fucking actress to begin with. But that's not it. Because these actors all have done something shitty. Have you ever seen the Robert Downey Jr. Interview where he was like being asked a question about his past substance abuse, and he's like, "What the fuck are we talking about this for? Are we done? We're done. Okay, bye." And it's like he was acting like such an asshole. Not to say he shouldn't have, because that was kind of a dickish question. Hey, let's talk about the movie and not my past. How about that? So I understand, but actors can be dickish. I understand that. Brie Larson and me and her have like zero things in common. If she is telling the truth, then she was into comic books, which is something that we have. And I wasn't even that much into comic books. She may have been a bigger comic book nerd than I am. I can't fucking stand her as a person. As a person, she has resting bitch face, and if that's how she portrayed Captain Marvel in this fucking movie is exactly how that movie is that she's in her standalone one, oh motherfucker, it's gonna be a tough one, because you know I'm going to watch that. I can't count myself a Marvel shill fanboy if I haven't seen absolutely everyone, and that is the only one I have not seen yet. And I even saw the Ang Lee, I think, whatever it is, the really, really, really bad Hulk from like 2005. I even saw that one. I have been into Marvel for a while here, but I saw that Brie Larson one, and I just could not stand it. Her performance looked pale and stale. I mean, she is quite pale, but like stale and rigid, and she doesn't seem like she was having fun, and nothing looked good about it. I'm not looking forward to that movie, but she was in there. She was in there, and there's multiple parts where I was just like, you fucking didn't need to be in here. She didn't even need to be in there. 15 minutes, could have cut all that shit out. Cut the fat. Anyways, that was my rundown. Very quick. I tried to make it very quick. I tried to not ramble as much, but you guys know me. I can't fucking just not ramble. It's just part of my shtick. But here's the thing I wanted to ask you guys. Because like I said, a lot of my commentaries, I want to get to a main point, and my rambling takes me away from it a lot of the times. I understand that. But here's the thing that I really want to go after. There's been a lot of people, a lot of reviewers. I've been watching a lot of reviewers to see if like my personal view of the movie matches theirs. People that I respect and people that I don't respect, because I'm a man who loves hate watching. But if where I stood, and I kind of stand up and down from all the other people that I was watching and all the other streams that I was watching about this. But a lot of people said that emotionally they felt emotionally connected. And so, plenty of people said that they cried. Like, a lot of people. And guys, girls, doesn't really matter. It was an emotional moment for a lot of people. And just to tell you, I did not cry, but I had that constrictive, thing in my chest where it's like, oh, it's only going to take, one perfect sentence and it's going to send me over. And then it never happened. They didn't get that perfect sentence leading up to something that was something tragic that was happening. But it was there. That emotion was there. And whenever you have a movie like this where there's a large following of people who get emotionally invested in it, you will always have people of the opposite side who are just shitting on those people. I'm not saying shit about this because I've been one of those people who have shit on people like that. But it really comes down to the point of, when is it too much to be emotionally invested in a series, a movie, anything, book series, movie series, TV series? Because isn't that the whole point of this medium, of any sort of entertainment medium, is to be good enough for the people for you to like the person, feel with the person, hate them, love them, do whatever you want, and then the better writer, actor, director, the whole team of people, the better one that you have, the more people should feel, right? So when is it supposed to be a point of too much? I don't know if you guys seen the new Star Wars review, Star Wars trailer review of this guy. I cannot remember his name, or else I have no problem saying it because it is the cringiest thing ever. But this guy is just sobbing because he loves the trailer, the 2-minute trailer, but he's sobbing and he is just, and he's just it looks like his father just got mauled by wolves in front of his own eyes and he couldn't do anything about it. He is dramatic about it. And who knows, maybe that's how he is, maybe that he was just fucking around to get views, but it kind of backfired on him if that was the issue, because Boy, howdy, I've never seen so many people making fun of a crying man. But when is it okay to like feel like it's necessary to cry at something, and then when it's just like, dude, it's fine. It's the gerbil died. Okay, it's sad, but for fuck's sake, get a hold of yourself. Or look here, dude, the Mary Sue jumped over a TIE fighter. How about you fucking chill out for a little bit? I just, because there's a lot of people are going to argue about this back and forth, no matter what. No matter what, they're going to say, come on, it's a movie. Get the fuck over yourself. There's better things to cry about. And then there's other people that say, no, there's really a reason for you to cry about it because these people did a good job establishing the characters and making you actually feel for them. So I'm in the middle, kind of. I'm leaning more towards it's okay to feel sad. Not to like full out like have a hysterical crying panic attack whenever something happens in a movie or a TV show that you like. There's like in Infinity War, I will open myself up a little bit. In Infinity War, I choked up. I didn't full out cry, but I choked up when it was when Spider-Man was like, I don't feel good, please help me, because that is the part where throughout multiple throughout multiple movies, that was a father-son relationship that they were trying to push. They were Tony Stark is like, I don't have a kid. My dad wasn't too good to me as far as I knew. I mean, you learn kind of later on that he was pretty good. He was just too busy for him. But and it was one of those type of things where it's like he wanted this to be his ward. He wanted this to be his kid, like he just stole him out of an orphanage. You know, it's just like, this is a kid. He doesn't have anything besides an aunt. I have nobody of my own. I see something in this kid. And it was established from all the way there. So when something happened like that, you're just like, got a Bob kernel stuck in my throat. You know, it's one of those type of things where, and should you feel bad about it? I don't think so. But if you're full out crying because background warrior number 5 from your favorite fantasy film that dies, and you're just like, what if that man had a family? It's like, jeez. Hey, could you take it down a bit? I'm not coming to the theater with you anymore if you're going to cry at every single background person that dies. So I personally believe there is a point in the middle. You can't be too much of a pussy, but you can't be a complete hard ass. If you're a complete hard ass, you're missing the entire point of going to entertain yourself at a theater, right? Or TV show or whatever I was saying before, medium. But yeah, I just want to know everyone's opinion. That's what I felt, because in the theater that I was at, there was a lot of crying people. My wife, my best friend's wife. I don't know about my best friend. He was sitting in front of me, but man, I was just looking around and and it's like, yeah, I don't blame you guys. I'm feeling it here. It just hasn't reached here yet. But go ahead and leave a comment down at the bottom. I will get back to editing since I lost all 5 hours of my editing from my videos. So the quicker I can do this, the better. If I really pound it out, I could probably get it out a couple days from now. So cheers, guys. Thank you very much for listening to my insane ramblings, and I hope you have a great night. Cheers.